Alright, from Mira Mesa, here we go with the title matches of today's JBT event. Both divisions at the same time again, so we'll try and do a little swivel action here to capture both. Ben Canfield looking to win both titles this weekend. It's been a circuitous route to these titles. He's the 9 seed today in our PBA match play. Worked his way through the field to get here, but he's taken on the 10 seed in Kirk Chui, so I don't think too many people had a 9 versus 10 matchup for the title, but that's the case here. Ben was perfect through the first 3 frames, but leaves that 6 spin there in the 4th. Conversely, over here in the handicap division, it's the 1 versus the 2 seeds. That's top seed Marguerite Evans, crossing over and striking in her 2nd frame, taking on 2nd seed Michaela Buhain. Neither of these ladies has a JBT title. Michaela's only bowled a few JBT events. Marguerite has bowled 750 million. And still hasn't won. She's got a pile of seconds. She would love to erase that and win her first title right here. She's bowled really well all December. Had an excellent main event. But that title has been something that's eluded her. First frame open put her behind. She's getting 1 pin a handicap. Michaela has to win by 1 to tie and 2 to win. And another split for her to shoot out here in the 3rd. Ben's opponent, Kirk Chui, has never won a scratch title also and won 2 handicap titles back in the 1960s. That's about how long it feels to Kirk, I'm sure. Despite getting better and better, this is his first career scratch division title match. If he can spare up this 10 pin, he'll trail by 10 through 4 frames. Fun weekend here at Mira Mesa. Always grateful to Christy and the crew for hosting us. Nice job at the spare from Evans in the very, very happy city of San Diego today. Chargers backed their way into the playoffs and won a playoff game today. This is a very happy bowling alley. It's good when you play a team who never wins playoff games. Nice job at the spare for Chui. Kirk was one of those ones to watch as a little guy. He cranked the heck out of it. And he still puts an awful lot of stuff on that bowling ball. He's gotten better and better, just really hasn't gotten the breaks. Going his way to make title matches, putting in top 5s, but his best result regardless. Ball change, right? And shreds the rest. He's using 2 balls here. Left lane, a different ball. What ball, what's the difference?
Spin your tour and your IQ. What's the what? The difference between your IQ tour and your...
Why are you using 2 different balls?
Yeah.
Because my tour pro is clacking really hard. And then my punch was
You said clacking?
Clacking.
Clack is Chewy and Zwaggies for hitting like a pancake.
hitting like that 10.
I've all done that a lot.
Canfield's ball rarely, if ever, hits like a pancake. No thumb in the ball. That big pendulum arm swing. And he does that to the rack an awful lot. Then having a career year, he was a 7-time winner coming into the season. It's only January and he's looking for his 7th win of the season. Trying to double his title count to 14. That's a beautiful shot from Buhain, who we haven't talked much about yet. Having her best career finish, she qualified today at plus 131, the 2 seed, just behind Marguerite. Pretty high scores in handicap today in the women's US Open pattern. You hear US Open and you think, uh-oh, flat. Well, that's not the case for the women's pattern. It's roughly a 5-to-1 ratio, which is actually more forgiving than most stuff we bowl on all year. Let's see if Marguerite can get some momentum off that 310 conversion. No, another 8 count. Ben can extend to 20 if he can strike here in the 6th. Oh yeah. Shred and shred, or saw and saw, as they say. Either way, it's another double, and what an interesting route for Ben. Yesterday he shoots a 113, then gets a look in the step ladder, climbs the ladder, doubles in the 10th to win, only to 6 count to blow it back into a tie. Wins the roll-off anyway against Bobby. Today just kind of hangs around enough to sneak into the cut as the 9 seed. And then had wins over top seed Isaiah Cleveland, 8 seed Zach Wojciechowski, and then in the semifinal match over a guy to my left, Matt Zwag, who still made a nice top 5 appearance. Very symmetrical. Him and his sister both finished 4th today. Sarah Schneider won the women's series for her first girls win. Another spare from Evans.
Cross.
And another Brooklyn from Evans, and another 8 count. Third in a row, 8 count for her to shoot at. So this is the ball that's less clacky. He's going to reset himself. Really big shot coming up here for Kirk. Tie up the match, keep the momentum going. He's been scoring really well these last couple games. 256 to oust the Tangerine one, Harley Swigert, in the semifinal. Marguerite, another nice job at the spares, keeping her alive with that spare shooting.
Oh, that's gonna push.
Yeah. Held on to that ball. Body language tells the story there. He is in no way happy with that ball. So one thing about Kirk's game, he gets up on it so much, sometimes a little bit squeezed, that ball's going to hang on the thumb. It's just not going to go right. Speaking of not going right, Buhain crushes the solid 7 over there. Has to take your time with this spare. Oh, he hooks it at the spare too. It works. All right. Not the shot he wanted, but not a disaster. It's the opens that just kill you in these title matches, especially against someone with an obvious killer instinct like Ben. Just don't want to give that away.
I thought you were playing out on that one.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that.
Oh, no,
Wow.
the last one was playing back one.
Now this is a sports town. Halftime of the NFC wildcard game, and they're going to catch a little of San Diego State playing college basketball for 5 seconds. Oh, that was surprising. Here's Michaela's shot with a spare working in the 6th frame after that solid 7. This time, well, I guess that's a slow 8. It's not really a fast 8 from there. Canfield can extend to 33 if he can strike, but he's going to take a little timeout too. Man, Kirk and Ben are backing off. They're sweating, trying to get some air, looking at their hands. All kinds of things going on over here in the scratch division. See if Michaela can make this spare, and then we'll switch over to part 2, so be sure to watch it and see who comes out on top here. Ball's going to roll right over into the 4-7. We'll stick with Ben 2 here.
Sticky patch, I never wear it on it. It's like that swung patch.
Oh! The old good news, bad news shot. He expects to strike when he hits right there. Almost left the brutal 7-10. Instead gets the 10 to go out to only lead the 7. That's Evans coming onto your screen over there. Oh man, real nice shot. But the 10 stands as it stands on the scoreboard. She trails by 14. 13 plus the extra pin. And Ben, woo! Ben didn't think he made the spare, but Ben made the spare as a plastic ball somehow turned over a board. Part 2 should be fun. Be sure to watch.